Hi everyone. Today we're going to be talking about the factory management portion of the crate and barrel solution. This video will cover step 4, pack and ship factory management, which will break down into 4 individual parts, which will be creating a packing plan, printing your labels, shipment scan, and create shipment. Before creating your packing plan, there are going to be a few steps. The first one will be to ensure that your order assignment is correct. Your order assignment will identify and give visibility to the appropriate factory, manufacturer, or origin of goods on your purchase order. Your order assignment is automatically assigned when an order is imported into the system, but it can be amended if needed. The order assignment will no longer be editable once the packing plan is created. Multiple manufacturers can be assigned to one order assignment as long as they are all shipping from the same port. Very important, if they are not shipping from the same port, please reach out to Crate and Barrel and have a new purchase order set up for that specific item. If a manufacturer change is made upon approval, a purchase order amendment will be triggered for updates. And just so you know, if there is a POA that does come in after you create the order assignment or update the order assignment, that one will override your changes. Once confirmed, the item is assigned to the manufacturer and the manufacturer can start the packing process of factory management. Now we're going to see how we will update the manufacturer if needed. We will start with looking up the purchase order because the order assignment is found in the order folder. Again, there's 2 ways to find your order. You can go through Applications, Orders, and search for your order via the PO number, and then enter the order folder from here. Or you can use our Transactions menu up here and just go ahead and enter your PO number and enter. And that'll bring you directly to your purchase order folder right here. So I'm just going to click on here. And it's going to bring me back to the order folder. Okay, and in the order folder on the overview tab, you're going to see your assignment right in the middle. There's going to be a blue hyperlink with a few numbers in it. You can go ahead and click on that order assignment, and it'll bring you to this page here. So this page is your order assignment page. As you can see, if you scroll down, it does have your manufacturer party. What we're going to do is we're going to click amend here. And we're going to select our manufacturer. So currently we have one in there. We're going to click on this little microscope icon and we're going to open that up. So that's going to give us any manufacturers that we have. This one currently only has one manufacturer, which is very important that you do onboard all your manufacturers that are going to be doing business with you, because then we will not have any delays on you selecting the correct manufacturer. So we can go ahead and click on here and then click next. And here, if you have more than one, you can go ahead and update that. If you only have one, then you can just click next. And then you'll see the amendment right here. You'll be able to validate. And as you can see here, it does give you a warning that any future purchase order amendments will automatically apply to this assignment, which means that it will override any changes that you made if the original purchase order is incorrect and the purchase order amendment is incorrect. So it's very important that that information is also updated with Crate and Barrel. And click approve and OK. Now your order assignment is set and you'll be able to move on to the next step. Before completing your packing plan, you are going to have a 2-step process. One step is going to be a one-time deal, which is your package code table. This will be your box information, so your master carton information, and then you will have your product catalog, which will be your item weight information. Let's start with the package code table. This is the highlight page for your package code table. It's found on page 23 of your factory management training manual. Basically, it lets you know what is the information that you're going to need to enter into your package code table. This is going to be your responsibility, so please ensure that you are creating this before you start your packing plan process. You will not be able to complete your packing plan process if you do not do this. The information you will need to enter into your package code table is going to be your package type, which will be the unique value that will connect the line information with your length, your width, your height to that specific master carton. You're going to need the length, the width, the height, and also the tare weight of the package, which is just the box itself, in either metrics or imperial. So metrics will be any international shipments. You will go ahead and measure those in centimeters and kilos, and then your domestic will be in imperial, which will be inches and pounds. Import vendors should use the metrics, domestic vendors should use imperial. So if you are doing both, you will have to have both on your package code table. If you are using just one, then you will go ahead and just use the one that's specific to your solution. What will it look like? This is an example right here of what it will look like. I did create a combination package code table so you can see the difference. So as you can see, this is going to be a unique value of the boxes, and then I put domestic, and then this is just going to be my international boxes, so just standard, big box, new box. I entered the length, the width, the height. Your packing method is always going to be carton, so CT. Your dimensions are either going to be in inches or centimeters, and you have to kind of make sure that you are using the same unit of measure all the way over. Your volume unit will either be cubic inches or cubic meters, and then you'll have your tare weight in either pounds or kilos. This information just needs to be entered one time, maybe two times. This is nothing that you need to create a million times. This does need to be in CSV form. Our system does have the CSV template already in our system, so I will go ahead and show you how to download that. Now we're back into our test site. We're going to go into tools. Here is where your reference tables will sit. So you're going to see tools, and then you're going to see reference tables right here. So you'll be able to click on that. And as you can see, we are in a test site, so there is a bunch of them, but you will probably not have any here. What you can do is you can go to the bottom menu here. It's going to be a drop down. And you're going to select package code. Once you click on package code, you're going to click new. You're going to have a detail section, which you're going to name your package code table. Go ahead and name it. Okay, and once you name your reference table, you're going to click validate. The reason why we're doing this is because I want you to be able to download the actual file. So instead of saving it or approving it, what I'm going to do is I'm going to click done, and that is going to bring up the template. So if you click up done, you're going to be able to see an option that says download CSV. Here is where you can get the template from. If you reach out to our teams or service team, they also have it. So you can click on download CSV, and that will bring up a CSV. It'll be blank, it'll look like this, and you can enter again your package detail, your length, your width, your height. Packing method will be CT. Dimension unit will be either in inches or centimeters. Then your volume will be either in cubic inches or cubic meters, and then your package tare weight and unit of measure will either be in pounds or kilos. Again, we already have ours, so what I'm just going to do is I'm going to save it. And after I save it, I'm just going to go back to this edit button, and I'm going to click edit. And I'm going to choose my file. I'm going to look up my file here. I'm going to make sure this says all files here, and I'm going to choose my CMB one here, and I'm going to upload the file. And as you can see here, it lets me know that I successfully created the template, and I'm going to approve. All right, and then that's it. If you ever do need to edit it or download it again, you go to Tools, Reference Table, you click on your actual reference table. You can click Download CSV, And this will actually bring up the one that we created. As you can see, it's opening that one up. And then you can add whatever boxes you need to it. And then again, click Edit, and then choose File, select your file, upload file, and save. Now moving on to Product Catalog. Highlights for your product catalog. This is going to be your SKU weight information that will be entered into the product catalog before you start the packing plan process. This will automatically calculate your net, and gross weight for each package and save entry time during the packing plan creation. Very important. You will see how it all comes together in the packing plan portion. New SKUs will be entered or added to the product catalog the first time it is received on the PO. So every time a SKU is received, you will need to enter the weight, net, and net. And the way it works is that your net weight right here is your SKU individual piece naked weight. This means there's no packaging, there's no tags, there's no poly bags, there's nothing on the actual item. Your net weight is going to be your net weight plus your packaging for an individual piece. And then our system will provide you with the gross weight after you create your packing plan. One-time entry in the product catalog will enable the system to calculate the package weight in the packing plan automatically. Update the product catalog each time a new SKU is added to the product catalog. Update the product catalog before creating your packing plan. This will increase efficiency when creating your packing plan. Now let's talk about how you will go ahead and update this information. Okay, so we're back on the test site. We're going to go under applications, and we're going to go into that order folder that we were in before, or when we updated the order assignment. We're going to click orders. We're going to enter our PO number. We're going to click apply. And we're going to go into that order folder. Once we're in the order folder, on the right hand side, you're going to see 3 little dots. And when you hover over it, there's going to be a little pop-up that says more. You're going to click there. You're going to have many options. And the one that we want to use at the moment is going to be new product catalog change. So if we go here and we click on that, it's going to bring us to this page here. And we want to choose the one that says item weights. And then we're going to see all of our buyer items here. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on this pencil notebook combo if we just want to update one of them. And we're going to go ahead and click on that. And then as you can see here, it has a net weight and a net weight. The net weight will always be either less or equal to the net weight, never more. So keep that in mind. So let's update to 3, 2, and then on the right hand side, you see how this is right now, it's grayed out. If we were to click next, see how it bolded up, and we want to go ahead and change this one. We're going to go ahead and close it. I just updated the first 2 so you can see the difference, and then I'm just going to click save. And now these are saved. As you can see, it grays out. Please ensure that you always save. It will not save without you clicking on save, and if you update a lot of them, you will lose your progress if you do not save. If you do want to go ahead and bulk edit, you can select all or select the ones that you want to bulk edit. Click edit, and then you can update whatever you want here. So if you just want to update the net weight or the net weight or the weight of unit or the weight unit, you can go ahead and do that. I'm just going to do the weight unit so you can see the difference. See how I went from kilos to pounds, and then I save it. And then now that is saved. If I want to go ahead and edit it again and just change it back to kilos, I can change it back to kilos and save. And that is how you look up your product catalog and update it. Now we move on to the packing plan. Your highlight pages are on page 39 and 40 of your factory management manual. The PO lines do need to be confirmed and assigned to the factory in order to move on to the pack and ship process. It will be a 1 PO per packing plan ratio. Items will be packed as bulk, and quantity per master pack is defined and populated on the PO, which if you need to update, you can do that offline by contacting CMB offline. For the units on the master and inner pack quantities is always each. You will see that represented on the total, inner pack, and pre-pack options. See, for example, if glasses are ordered in the master pack of 48 with an inner pack of 12, which means that there is a dozen glasses in one pack, the total packs that are going to go into that box will be 4. So that is your pre-pack. There is a zero tolerance to the quantity of the shipment for any PO, both for over and short shipping. That means you are not allowed to change that quantity amount. If you do need to change that quantity amount, you will need to go through the order collaboration to reduce or split the line. Again, please refer back to our order collaboration training video for you to complete that process. Validation errors will occur if you try to short ship or overship the quantity. Auto pack function is applicable, and there is only a limited reopen after the packing plan is approved. If a purchase order amendment is received after the packing plan is approved, changes to the price and date will automatically update. Changes to the quantity will need to be updated via actions of reopening your packing plan, reloading the PO, and planning the new quantities again. Let's move on to the packing plan process. Once again, we will be working out of the order folder. This is going to be our best practice. Since you are going to use one PO per packing plan, it just brings all the information from one purchase order into the packing plan, which is going to be under Applications, Orders again. Enter our purchase order number, click Apply, enter the purchase order folder. Then we will click on the 3 little dots on the right-hand corner that we use for the product catalog change. And right above it, you're going to have an option that's called New Packing Plan. What that does is it brings in all the information from the order into the packing plan. It brings you to this packing plan identification page. In the middle of the identification page, we have the planning tools. This is if you're going to use the same box throughout the entire order. This is where you will auto plan. I'm going to show you an auto plan, and then I'm going to show you a manual plan if you have different packages that are going to be used in one order or one packing plan, okay? Okay, so we're going to go ahead and we're going to modify this auto plan setting to make sure that all of the information is already set. That's going to bring up this pop-up. It's going to automatically click on bulk pack. If this is not already selected, go ahead and select it. Then we want to pack our remainder as solid, where package code is going to be the same. Quantity per, we're going to let the system tell us what the quantity per will be. And then we're going to select our box. So let's say this is our box, and we are going to plan at 100%. And I want it to bring me to the packing plan preview page. So I'm going to go ahead and click auto plan. And here you go. It brings you to a completed packing plan. Again, this is if you're going to use one package code all the way down. All the information was already entered in our system, the weights and also the box information. So that makes it a little easier on this end. As you can see, everything is created for you. You can validate and approve, and also download the Excel version. So if you click here on the Excel option, you'll be able to see the Excel version. See this popped up right here. We're going to click on it. We're going to open it up. And this is what it looks like. So we're going to see the identification page, and then we're going to see the details. You can send this over to your packing crew or your production crew just to make sure that all the goods are in there. Okay. And now we're going to show you one from scratch. So I'm going to cancel this packing plan. And we're going to create one from scratch. So I'm going to go to Applications, Orders, PO. We're going to go into the PO folder. We're going to click on these 3 dots right here. And we're going to pick Packing Plan. Okay, it brings us back to the same identification page, but instead of modifying the auto plan and auto planning it, we're going to go ahead and we're going to click Next. Okay, as you can see here, we have all of our options right here. And then again, it's going to be your quantity per, how many packages, and 0 remainders. So we're going to select our line items. We're going to leave the package code empty just so that you can go ahead and select those package codes on the plan option. We're going to click plan. That's going to bring us here. And then we have our line items here. Here's where we can go ahead and set our package code. As you can see right now, we have 11449 as our package code. And as you can see, these are all different. This information is pulling from the product catalog as we saw before. But if you do need to make a change, you can always select the one that you want to change. Okay, so we're going to change the box for this one, and we're going to try and update that. We're going to apply, and then we're going to create. And then you see that we've changed our package code. You see how there was a SKU number connected to this? And now we can go ahead and click next. And then that brings us again back to the PO summary, and we see all of our information here. And then on the top right corner, as for every document, we do have our View PDF option as well as our Excel. Now we're going to go ahead and validate and approve. Now we can move on to print our labels and create our ship and scan now that our packing plan is good to go. Next up is to print your labels. Once the packing plan is active, you can go ahead and print out your labels. Your labels can be printed on site or you can order them through AV Dennison. There is only one format available. Your package labels can either be batched or individually printed, and there's going to be 2 copies of a label printed per CMB labeling requirement. Now we're going to go back into the system and see how we can print. The next 3 steps will be in our applications print, scan, ship module. We're going to go there now and start our printing process, but also your scanning and your packing lists are created out of this module. So we're going to go under applications. We're going to go to print, scan, ship. Okay, and then we're going to make sure that on the left-hand side everything is downloaded, everything's green right here. If you do not have your desktop utility downloaded, it is found on the home page. This is very important because this is where your nice labels live. So if you go down to your home page, we saw this at the beginning, but in case you forgot, here you go. It's going to be your desktop utility. It's a very simple download. If you have any issues, there's also the desktop utility guide right above it, letting you know page by page how to proceed. Now back to the print, scan, ship module. On the left-hand side, we have a menu over here. We're going to click here where it says print package labels. So here is going to be where you will print your labels. You'll click here. You have an option of either entering your PO number or entering your browse days or a specific range. You can enter more than one purchase order, but today we're going to work on one purchase order. So as you can see here, it does default to actions print. So all we have to do is enter our PO number, our range of PO numbers, or browse days, and click OK. So here is our PO, and right click onto our plan ref number. You'll be able to go ahead and see your preview label right here. This is what it looks like. And now what we're going to do is we're going to select all, and we're going to send to printer. And I'm going to go ahead and print that to PDF. And once that prints, we can go ahead and move on to the next step. If by any chance you do need to reprint a label or reprint a range of labels, you'll be able to do so by clicking here on Print Package Labels and selecting Reprint Labels for ranges. Click here, click OK. And you'll be able to click on the range that you want to reprint and send that to printer. Again, and that's only if you need to reprint ranges or all of them all over again. If you just need to reprint just one, you can go ahead and click here where it says reprint individual packages. Click OK. Select the range that the label is on, and then select the specific one that you need and send to printer. And that's how you print. Please join us on the next video covering scanning and packing with.